Okay. Let's not be so dramatic and start throwing plushies. But we are here for a little bit of a real talk. Let me tell you, small business burnout happens out of nowhere and very quickly. So I've kind of reevaluated where this channel is going and what we're going to do going forward. If you've been with me from the beginning, be prepared for things to get crazy. Although, it's always been a little bit of chaos over here. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what we're winging it. What are we doing? We don't know. Throwing plushies and yarn. So today I'm going to show you my little mini yarn haul. I'm going to show you the final set of the weighted buddies. And like I said, we're gonna get into a little bit real talk. My hair is crazy, ignore that. My name is Kelly. If you're new, welcome to my chaos. Let's get into some real talk. First, let's get that out of the way. I have been filming, I decided January at the beginning of this year, 2026, if you're watching this later down the line. And I was like, I'm gonna go full on. Consistency is what the YouTube algorithm wants, right? Honestly, the YouTube algorithm has no fucking idea what it wants. Excuse my language if that's not your thing. I cuss like a sailor. We're a military family and I cuss like a sailor and I apologize. It has no idea what it wants. It has no idea what it's doing, what it wants to show people. And for a person like me, it gets very frustrating to figure that out all the time. I am normally a shy, introverted person. And so to talk to people, even though this room is empty right now. This room is empty. And my teenagers are off doing God knows what. It's still nerve-wracking. And if you go back and you watch my earlier videos, I have gotten better. However, I'm still trying to find out who this version of me is, because that feels crazy to talk to the camera. Like, who wants to hear me? That's ridiculous. I'm an older person. I'm 40. I just turned 44. So I didn't grow up. With social media. I'm older than Google. I'm older than MySpace, Facebook, Instagram. I didn't grow up. Like, I didn't have a cell phone in high school. I didn't have a cell phone until me and my husband had been married for a few years. And and even then, it was a flip phone. All it did was make phone calls. To text, you had to push the button several times to get to the number. That's how old I am. And so this all feels ridiculous and crazy. And so I'm trying to figure it out. And in doing that and fighting the almighty algorithm, I tried several different things. And I was like, you know what? All these people, I need to be doing it I need to put a video out every single day. And I found those granny square cards, and I'm like, that is an easy video because I can bust out some little granny squares. And I did that for 7 weeks. I know if you look on the channel, you only see 6. I filmed 7, but as I got to editing, it was like Sunday night, Monday morning, and I still didn't get Monday morning's videos, because that's my goal, to get this video out for Monday morning. And so it was slowly putting me behind. And I was like at the very last minute trying to rush and edit. And I had a complete couple of Mondays, I had a complete meltdown. And it was just like, what am I doing? I was posting every single day for 6 weeks. And that may work for you. That doesn't work for a person like me. And I just have to be okay with it's going to take me 5 years to get to that point. Because I started doing this because I like sharing my plushies and I like sharing my markets and my unique perspective. Because I am an introvert and I do markets and Comicons, and not a lot of people do that, and that's what I wanted to share and what I wanted to do. But I'm fighting with the YouTube, and now they've upped the thing, and I just have to keep trucking along. And if what I do interests you and you want to subscribe, fantastic. My goal in starting this channel also was to get monetized and then start making this my full-time job. And I'm trying to find the balance between my mental sanity and doing this full-time. Posting every single day is not it. Actually, I think it slowed my momentum down to post so much. So we're going to take a little break. Still plushies on Mondays. And things and markets. My next market is in October. So if you do markets, you know that all the time leading up to it is really market prep, con prep is what I call this one, just because the one in October is a con. It's Nashville Celebrity Con. So you're going to see lots of spooky things coming up. I'm trying to show you who I am and not necessarily who other people are. Because I fell into the trap of, well, that type of video worked for these people. Let me make my version of that video. Like when I was doing the color ones. I still want to do the color ones, but trying to figure out a different way to do them. If you have your own crochet channel, if you have any tips and tricks and advice, I will take it. I'll take anything I can get. So that's my real talk. It's crazy over here and I have no idea what I'm doing. We're figuring it out slowly. I'm getting better. I really want to get into showing you more of my market and how my market works for me as an introvert. I love showing you all of my plushies. I love making plushies. And like I said, I started the granny square because I thought it would be a good, quick video to add to my lineup. And it got in the way. And sometimes, even though I enjoyed the granny squares, sometimes you have to sacrifice things for the greater good. And my mental health is the greater good. So we're going to take that into consideration as we move forward. I don't know what that's going to mean. I'm just going to one video at a time instead of I'm the type of person that plans out, not films, plans out the rest of the year. I had the rest of the year planned. And that's not necessarily how we want to go. So we're going to kind of wing it a little bit. Let's get into the weighted buddies. So if you watch my other videos, all from Jade, brought out this book and I really, really loved it. But trying to make all of them my ADHD gets bored easily. I can't batch make things because I'll make all the body parts and then I don't want to put them together. Nope. So as cute as they are, I got real bored with them. And I was in the middle of them when I kind of had my mental breakdown, and I was just like, that's enough. I can't. So there's a couple that didn't make the list, and that just has to be okay. So I'm going to start with these two because if you watch my pink video, these are in that one. So the little pig and the pink elephant. So then I made the bee. I like how the bee came out. However, if you are planning on making any of these from All From Jade, keep in mind the bee, I had to frog pretty much half of this and start again because he has 2 sets of arms, and I did not pay attention to that detail at the beginning. So pay attention. He's got 2 sets of arms. I thought that's where the legs were gonna go, and then I got to here and it said put the legs in, and I was like, what? So I think really that was at the beginning of my then I kind of calmed down a little bit and I made this guy, and he turned out really cute. The cow, he turned out really cute. He only has the 1 set of arms, so he was okay. It took me a minute to how the hair was supposed to be done because I kept doing it this way, but you need to do it this way so that the hair flips over, because see, when you do it, it makes a little line there, and so you want the hair to flip over into its face. Keep that in mind. Move. Okay. And the last one I ended up doing was the raccoon. I had started the raccoon and then I was like, no more. We're all done. We're going to finish him because I started him. But I think he came out really good. This is one that, because all his color changes are right here, the head ends and then you have to sew it, like the elephant. And I don't like how, because I kind of just have to figure out where it hooks to the head, and sometimes it ends up a little wobbly, as opposed to like this one where you, so there's back loops, and then you do the last stitch of the head in back loops, and so you join on the front loop and you continue, and so the whole thing ends at the bottom, and you stuff the beads in the bottom, and it's kind of one piece, you know what I mean? There's not any sewing to this one. I did have to sew the nose, but I don't mind sewing. But if you can see, the head is much more sturdy than like this is. Like, I don't feel like I put it in the right spot, and that's just gonna have to be. For where we are in our journey, that's just gonna have to be okay. All right, next, I'm going to show you my little yarn haul. I did do a short or a TikTok. I'm trying TikTok, which is another stressor because, like, when I started this journey, I was like, I don't need TikTok. And then my niece was like, you need TikTok. Like, nobody does any of those other platforms anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, fine, TikTok. So I'm trying to learn TikTok and do all these other things and trying to grow Instagram. So I'm trying to do all of it at once, and that doesn't work. But I did what I thought was a cute little video about my yarn. And somebody made a comment like, do you need that much yarn. And at first I was like, what? Oh my God. Like, that's so mean. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. But then I was like, you obviously do not have a small crochet business or any type of yarn business, because, I mean, yes, I need this much yarn. Because if I only bought what I needed, then I'm always buying yarn. And I don't have, some people, so all from Jade, she has this beautiful yarn. If you've ever seen any of her videos, she's got this beautiful yarn wall, and each little cubby has its own like little glass door, and it's gorgeous. And there's so many other influencers that sit in front of like this really aesthetic yarn wall and stuff like that. I don't have that. I'm not even like, I don't even have my own office. I'm just in, we call this our playroom. The kids' Legos are in here. My husband plays his PlayStation in here. They were playing Pop Darts in here earlier. I kind of just shut the door for the little bit that I'm filming. And sometimes the dog wants in, sometimes. And so it's just like yes, we need that much yarn. You don't understand. You don't understand. But I needed this yarn because I have a con coming up, and there was also my friend asked for a specific thing, and I'll get into that when I show you the yarn. But like most of this stuff has specific things. And then like, so it's all from Premier. This box is from Premier. I get most of my yarn from Premier or Michael's. It used to be Joann's, but RIP, right? I forgot where I was going with that. Yep. This is Premier. And so I always start with, okay, what do I need? And then it tells me, oh, well, you have $16 more or $20 more before free shipping. And if you've ever ordered from Premier, shipping is expensive. And it's like, what? It shouldn't be that expensive to ship this. It's yarn. But it is. And so to spend the extra money, I'd rather spend the extra money on yarn than shipping. And that might not be the right way to go, but that's what I do. That's what my husband tells me to do, because then I have extra. And it's not a constant buying, right? Because if you're just buying what you absolutely need, then you're always buying yarn. I digress. So we're gonna get into some yarn. We're gonna stop rambling. I don't know how to do that. I ramble. Welcome to the chaos. So I've got two of these. This is called Reef, and this is, I'll do all the chunkies, all the parfait chunkies, because I do have some basics in here too. So I got two of these. I don't remember. There was a point. I had a purpose for these, and I don't remember what it was. I think I needed like a Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy. I think that's what I want. That's what these were for. We're gonna go with that. And then I've got two of these, and it is Seaside. And these are for my Glaceon. Yes, Glaceon. Because if you watch my other videos, you know I didn't get a chance to make a second one because I ran out. So here we are. And then, so I got, forgive me, I got two of these. This is Pistachio. I wanted to make some more like Ninja Turtles. So that's what this is for. And then I got this yellow sunshine. I needed some more like mimicus and stuff like that. And I got this one because I thought it would be, this is a lot darker. It's squash. And I think I always do this. Like, I feel like it's going to be just slightly darker, and I mean, look at that. This is almost orange. So I have to remember not to order squash, because I think I ordered squash last time and I had the same problem. Like, it's darker than I expected it to be, and it's like, oh, well, that won't work for what I bought it for, because some of the Pokemon are a darker yellow than this pale yellow. So I wanted pale yellow and like a regular yellow. And looking in my box, I don't know. I will find something to do with these. Turtles and things. We'll get into that. I think I wanted to do a yellow video too, so leave in the comments, what could I make with this darker yellow? What would you make with this darker yellow? Give me some tips or suggestions. Yellows, and then purple, all the Pokemon and little baby Umbreons. This one is called Haze, and I got 2 of them. I think I got at least two of all my colors. And then, of course, can't go wrong with white. I realized after, I was like, I should have got black too. Always, when I get my cotton yarn, I get that from Hobby Lobby. My husband always makes me buy like the few basic colors, like white, black, cream, because I do like skin color in cream, and then there's like a dark tan for a skin tone. So I don't have to tell you. I'm pretty sure it's just called white. Yep, I got 2 of those. And now I'll get into the few of my basics. So this is called chocolate. So my friend is having, her son is having a baby. So she's having a grandbaby. It's actually her 4th. Which, if you know how old she is, she's just a little bit older than me. And it's like, she doesn't even look old enough to have 4 grandbabies, but yet she does. So she asked for a monkey. I always make something for all of her grandbabies, and I'm happy to do it because she's my friend. A monkey. So I'm going to make I think I'm going to use Mama Made Minnie's little plushie monkey. And so I needed chocolate, and I got sand. This is another color that is really good for things. So I actually got 3 of that one because I wanted to make sure that I had enough. And then I've got 2 of these. And last, but definitely not least, out of my giant box, and then I have to go reorganize that closet, is this really dark purple eggplant. So I got 4 of those, and let me tell you why. So at my last event, if you watched my PokeFest video, at the very beginning, one of the vendors came and bought my big Gengar. And so I need a big Gengar for Nashville Celebrity Con. He is he brings in people. People see him. He's big from a distance. So I got 4. I don't think I'll need all 4, but I didn't want to run out. So I got 4. And that is all we have for today. Let me adjust this. I kicked it when I kicked my box. That's all we have for today. I lost my train of thought. I tend to do that I start off so good and then I lose everything. Like I said, I want suggestions for the yellow. I want tips and tricks if you do have your own YouTube channel. Put your YouTube channel in the comments. I'd be happy to follow other creators that are on the same journey. I'm trying to get monetized, although they're upping the numbers and making it harder for us. But that's okay. I'm going to keep trucking along and I'm going to keep trying. My end goal is for this to become a full-time job. But also so that my husband can retire and just focus on helping me do these markets and stuff like that. That's the end goal. And we can do some traveling and stuff like that as we get older and enjoy life and not have to worry so much. He works a very labor-intensive job, and we're getting older, and so enough about that. If that type of thing interests you, hit subscribe, hit the like button. It only helps. It's free. If not, that's okay too. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I don't have this giant personality. I'm kind of shy and timid, and I am very nervous about making these videos, and I hope that you like them. And I want to grow and get better so that you like them more. And I want to show you more of my market because I love doing my markets, even though it terrifies the crap out of me. I love sharing my plushies, and I want to share more of my plushies. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.